Something fishy going on thanks to Moo Moo Buckaroo. Namor is such a weird one, like he's a mutant, he's a villain but sometimes he's a hero, he's got weird wings on his feet. And from what I've seen, he is a bit of a dickhead. He either wants to shag Mr. Fantastic's bed, or he wants to kill Black Panther for some reason. But I think that's actually the appeal. You love to hate him, and today's topic of conversation does indeed hate him. The Tiger Shark. Cool name, cool design. What's his deal? Get ready for a deep dive into Tiger Shark. What a pun. Created by Roy Thomas and John Buscema. Submariner issue 5 and 6 give us the first throwdown between the King of the Sea and the Toothy Terror. Who's this blue babe down here? Maybe Atlanteans aren't so bad after all. Namor, as I've already said, is a dick. He's knackered because he's been up fighting another superhero all night. This time the cool Captain Marvel that my mate MN Stash loves. I hope Cap Marvel kicked his fishy ass. And Marvel ain't the only one it seems, because out of nowhere, knackered Namor gets his ship pushed in by a sudden assault of robots. Namor doesn't know who sent them, and he doesn't care as he shreds the murder machines. This dude needs a better costume than just the speedos. The exhausted Namor collapses, and the men behind the machines emerge to pick up their catch of the day. Namor awakens in a secret laboratory encased in a booby-trapped metal vest and met by a mysterious woman named Diane and a tank full of sharks. The prince is now a prisoner, not of this woman, but of Dr. Dorcas. Don't laugh, he does indeed have the word dork in his name. This sinister scientist has seen what Namor can do, and he wants a bit of that shit for his mad scientist experiments, whether Namor consents or not. But Doc Dork doesn't work alone. His aide, a man named Todd Arliss, helps in his mad science. Specifically, an experiment to grant Todd power beyond mortal men. But I wonder why we need Namor for that. Diane feels bad for Namor, but she can't just free him. The Doc needs Namor in a plot to help Diane's brother, Todd. But just who is this assistant scientist stranger? Before he was a nerd, he was a jock. Todd was an Olympic swimmer who brought America the gold time and again. Todd was sick of not making dollar for his diving, so he quit the circuit to go pro. Then, in a foolish act of heroism, Todd dove into the ocean to save a man who fell overboard. He saves the fella, but the waves slam Todd right into the boat, busting his back up permanently. That's what you get for trying to be a nice guy in a Namor book. Recovery seems impossible, but one man may have a way. Dr. Dorcas. For the rest of Arliss's fortune, he makes Todd an offer that'll really make a splash. Despite Diane's worries, Todd agrees. Isn't this just Doctor Strange's origin? An accident ruins his career, so he seeks treatment in far-fetched ways. Namor's heard enough, I think. He grapples with his metal vest and gets a nasty shock. I could have sworn she warned him about this. And the sinister scientists jump out and start their evil aquatic experiment. Bring him to the Morphatron chamber at once. That sounds sick, but isn't that the thing from Power Rangers? Fair play to Doc Dork, his treatments must work because Todd can lift Submariner without screaming in pain, using Namor's DNA and his cute pet sharks. Dorcas's device, the Morphatron chamber, will power Todd up to superhuman level, or at least like super fish. Suit and instruments all donned, Doctor. Excellent. Now there remains but one final step to be taken. The end of this electronically charged cable must be placed inside the shark tank. Only thus can their power too be channeled through the Morphatron. The sharks? But I thought only the Submariner would be involved now. You said the experiments with the sharks had been inconclusive. I have rechecked my calculations, Arliss. Now, take your place without further delay. Then, when the former sports star has complied, I'm ready, Dorcas. Wait, stop! The pain! Can't stand the pain! It's unavoidable, my young friend, if you would gain what no surface man in history has ever achieved. My Morphatron, draining the peculiar powers of Namor and those stun sharks, will turn you into a mightier amphibian than even the Submariner ever was. Amphibian? I don't want to be an amphibian, Dorcas. I want nothing but the ability to swim, like before. Silence, you impudent upstart. Do you think your desires matter to Dorcas? You are only a pawn to me, a pawn which... Wait, the dial registers that too much power is being fed into you, much more than I intended. But in the single split second that it takes the frantic scientist to disconnect the runaway power source... Stop it! You must stop it! Something's happening to me! Something too horrible! Ah! Hang on a minute, so the crazy mad scientist wasn't just doing something nice. He had ulterior motives. I thought he was just a big fan of Olympic swimming. Namor lives... barely, but the prince's inherent powers have been siphoned, stolen, by... Todd, you're well again, looking stronger than ever, but that mask is something which Dr. Dorcas designed for me, Diane, and when I donned it, I became Todd Arliss, no longer. From now on, I'll use a name which the world will come to know much better, that of Tiger Shark. I should be glad he's recovered, and yet he seems so strangely changed. Excellent. Excellent! You sensed just what I had in mind for you. We'll make a fortune together, you and I, if the tests truly worked. What do you mean? You and I agreed to pay you a price to restore my swimming powers. Nothing more. If you had any more profit in mind for yourself, forget it. Todd Arliss, Tiger Shark, works for no one. Todd, your face, I just noticed. There are strange cuts on your cheeks. And your teeth. They've become sharp, woman. Like those of the shark for which he instinctively named himself. And the slits you noticed are nothing but his newborn gills. Then you did turn me into some sort of amphibian. Much more than that, my friend. And yet, much less. What are you talking about, you crackpot? Tell me. Or Don't you feel it, you fool? If not, you shall. I gave you the powers of a shark, a creature of the deep. But I had also designed the Metamorphon to give you his limitations. Tiger Shark. Todd's body has been metamorphed into a growling gilled gladiator, a sharp-toothed scourge of the seven seas. And Todd isn't happy about Dorcas's attempted takeover during the procedure. Tiger Shark is no one's bitch. This Dorcas dork is gonna need a bigger boat. All the power of the Submariner would make Tiger Shark the toughest bastard in this secret lair, if the Submariner himself wasn't aboard. Namor's super pissed that he's had his royal strength stolen, so he's gonna give this fish a hook. A right hook. Unfortunately, Tiger Shark has bite to go with his bark. But Todd didn't just get Namor's strengths, he got his weaknesses too. Todd has spent too long out the water. Suddenly gills don't seem like such a good idea, do they? Todd smashes out of the lab for a dip, and so happens to crash into an Atlantean cutie who's looking for Namor. Human woman was named Diane, and the water woman is called Dorma. Don't get them confused. Say the line, Namor. The Prince of Pisces spits out an imperious rex as he fends Tiger Shark away from the Guild Girl. But this powerful punch doesn't do dick to our Spielberg variety supervillain. Tiger Shark wins, he clobbers the Submariner and slams down Dorma's submarine on his head. But if you think that's it for Prince Namor, the tide isn't the only thing that's high. Issue 6 is a cool as hell cover, but it's quite sexually charged, and not just because Namor's still in just his speedo. Just like in real life, defeating the king makes you the king. Tiger Shark stole Namor's powers, and next he wants to steal his kingdom, so he demands Dorma take him straight to Atlantis. While the shark hunts, his sister shows that not every human's a dick. She finds and helps the unconscious Namor. Bet Dorcas is shitting himself now, mate, after what he did to Namor. But if we want any chance of reverting Tiger Shark to just Todd, we need Dorcas alive. Speaking of staying alive, mate, what the hell is this? An absolute dragon of a fish finds Tiger and Dorma, and it fancies them for a snack. It grabs poor Dorma right in its scaled claws. But Tiger Shark shows there's always a bigger fish. He saved Dorma's life, giving the girl hope that some part of his humanity survived that experiment. But nah, he laughs. He still needs her alive to find the lost city he plans on dominating, and as a witness of his defeat of their king, there is no Todd Arliss, only Tiger Shark. A fact Atlantis itself soon learns. I don't know much about Marvel's version, but apparently they're a bunch of pussies because all the guardsmen crumble at the might of Tiger Shark. The blue little bitches better give him that crown, or there's gonna be blood in this water. But one ocean-born brute has the courage to battle. Lord Seth, I suppose this one just has a normal ass name. Seth, Chief Warlord of Atlantis. Go ahead, mate. Ere long, an awed and silent assemblage have gathered. Their only amphitheatre, the time-worn boulders, the gleaming prize, an ornate trident. I've waited long enough. I'm tired of this stalling. The sooner this fight starts, the sooner I get what I want. I could not signal the contest to begin until all were present. To the victor goes Neptune's own trident of power. And to the loser, old man? And to the loser? And to the loser, death from that self-same trident. Away, my lady, that the clash of combat may be heard. And now, let the battle be joined. Though you did disdain a shield, Tiger Shark, still I must smite as if you bore one. I do bear a shield, you blue-skinned clown. Whoa, bit of racism there. The shield of my own almost impenetrable flesh. He shattered my war mace with his bare fist. Why not? When I got so much of my power from the Submariner himself. And now, while you're still stunned, I'll show you what real power is. Your grip, like shackles of cold, crushing metal. Only Prince Namor himself could break such a grip. Namor? How much longer do I have to listen to the name of that simpering weakling? I've got his power now, so I'm taking his place. This trident will shut your lying mouth for good. Then, as a powerful hand, backed by steel-sinewed muscles, raises the lethal lance to strike. Human, stay your hand! What? Who's giving orders to Tiger Shark? We do. We, the Council of Elders of the Atlantean Empire. Since time immemorial, it has ever been we who decide who must live and who die. And we vote that Lord Seth be spared. Heed the Council's decision, intruder. If you would have any recognize your ill-begotten triumph. Thumbs up, is it? Alright, I can afford to be generous. But from now on, Tiger Shark is warlord of the Atlanteans. No, you must end my life. Now. How may I endure the scorn of defeat? He admits defeat. That's good enough for me. I won. Did you hear me? I won. Sometime later, and guess who's back up to full power? Namor swims swiftly towards his amphibian allies, determined to save his people from their new sharp-toothed sovereign. Atlantis lives in fear of its new king, and they're a bit uneasy at the sight of the old one too. Seems the prince isn't as beloved in Marvel's Atlantis as his DC counterpart is in his. But surely being ruled by a speedo slinging wife chaser is better than being subjugated by Tiger Shark. So finally, the prince returns home. He finds his people far from where he left them, because on Tiger Shark's orders they've set up beneath the land dwellers' shipping lanes. I assume this is to make attacking them for human food easier, but now the bait is placed on the hook. Time for Namor to go fishing. Mere minutes later in the makeshift throne room, where Tiger Shark is enjoying but one of the many privileges of supreme power.
Away, you spineless sea dog! Nobody disturbs your new warlord while he's eating.
Then perhaps he had best cease his wanton gluttony, my friend.
Namor! But I left you buried underneath a ton of wreckage.
Did you truly believe that mere rubble would stay the submariner? Nay, not while such as you walks the trackless ocean floor. And now, gaze, long mortal, on the face of regal retribution.
Retribution, you washed out waterlogged has-been. When I'm the one who did what even the Hulk couldn't do? Face facts, Namor. You've had it.
All the brash words at your command will not save you now. The people cry out for justice, coward. And justice shall they have.
Coward? You're calling the Tiger Shark a coward?
Ooh, mate, again. Tiger Shark kicks Namor's pale ass up and down the trenches, and he tries the ultimate disrespect by stabbing him with Atlantis' own trident of kingliness. Ooh, but Namor swims too quickly and knew there was a reason for the speedo. Todd has the submariner's genetic powers, but he was still just an Olympic swimmer before all of this, while Namor is a World War II veteran. In combat, the true prince dominates thanks to years of experience. Namor swims circles around the villain, and just like that, Tiger Shark is sleeping with the fishes. Then, defiant words are forgotten as two power-charged figures join in a final, fateful kaleidoscope of frenzied movement, the advantage swaying first this way, then that. Until, with one single sweeping effort of body and will, almost on the instant as the battered Tiger Shark strives in vain to rise, a strident clamour is heard from the watching council. Kill him! Slay him with the Trident, Imperial, as he would have slain Lord Sith.
Go ahead, Namor. Kill me like they're all shouting. You'd better, if you want your precious throne back.
A throne comes not without a price. A price which many who would sit upon it must pay.
You missed me. On purpose.
Aye, fallen one. For to Namor, no prize is worth the cost of a single human life. Valorous words, my lord, and far wiser than you know. For the council's vote was but a test, to learn if you now valued mercy more than power. The crown of the realm is yours again, if you would have it. I would, Lord Vashti, above all else, save only honor. Then let the word go forth. Atlantis has a prince once more. Thus, a battle of two sub-sea titans, bound together by links stronger than blood, ends with the utter defeat of one. One who, in brooding confinement, can vent his madness only against the unyielding walls.
You think you've won, Namor, but you're wrong. As long as I live, I'll never rest, until Tiger Shark is ruler of the deep. Do you hear me, Submariner?
So, Tiger Shark, this dude obviously kicks ass design-wise, but his backstory went off the rails real quick, didn't it? At first, like I said, it was a bit like Doctor Strange. Todd Arliss had his passion in life taken from him, and he'd do anything to get it back, even kidnapping a royal, it seems. And Dr. Dorcas's treatments were working until they did the gene splicing shit and it went nuts. But it was obviously the experiment that unhinged his mind when it turned him fishy. He went from just wanting to swim again to conquering Atlantis in 2 issues, and until Namor turned up, he was winning. He managed it. Crazy. Is Marvel Atlantis actually just made up of blue civilians though? Tiger Shark obliterated their royal guard, piece of piss, and no champions except Seth even tried to fight back. I know this is still relatively early in the universe, but I thought they'd have more super dudes than just Namor by this point. Where oh where was my man Stingray? Tiger Shark rules, but we've only seen him punk Atlantis, so just for fun, let's see him fight a surface dweller superhero, and I think I know just the guy to cut Shark's teeth on. Haha, you thought I was going to choose Spider-Man, didn't you? Incredible Hulk 160 as the Fishy Frenzy versus the Green Goliath in Nightmare at Niagara Falls. Of all the places to suddenly Hulk out, on an airplane must be one of the shittest. The poor pilot goes into a tailspin as the gamma-powered powerhouse jumps out over Niagara Falls. Then, the Hulk starts scaling the waterfall. This is the stuff of nightmares, dude. There truly is no stopping him, but the local police still try, even though the bullets are as effective on Hulk as the raging waters. All that's happened now is the waters aren't all that's raging. Good going, fellas. And then, suddenly, from within the falls themselves, Tiger Shark strikes. Toddy thinks the Hulk has come for him on Namor's behest. Those two are both in the Defenders after all. Shit, imagine your enemy sicking the friggin' Hulk on you. God damn. Tiger Shark's been up to some more nefarious shit since the last time we saw him, pissing off the Prince of Atlantis so much, he's now in hiding. Tiger Shark knows that he's done for if Submariner ever gets his fishy fingers around his neck, so he's went to hide out in Niagara Falls waiting for it all to blow over. Let's hope Prince Namor's got the memory of a fish too, eh? But now mate, it's smashing time, and even though Tiger Shark isn't the king of water anymore, he still dominates in it, knocking Hulk down from the cliffside. Tiger Shark sinks his teeth into Big Green. Hulk may not be the smartest, but even he knows he can't breathe underwater. He survives the aquatic assault and manages to escape the jaws of death by climbing the rocky walls back up to...
Air! Hulk never knew how good air is. Hulk will not go in water again. Hulk knows where he belongs. On solid ground. Not in sky and flying machine. Not in water with fish. Solid ground. Can't say I agree with your reasoning, Chief. Far as I can tell, being amphibious just gives me the edge over you. For starters, it gives me more room to move around in, so I can work up some speed. Speed? Hulk will show you speed. So I see, but I can show you shark-like reactions. What does that prove? To answer my own question, it proves we're evenly matched on these rocks. The experiment that made me what I am gave me power from both the Submariner and my ocean-prowling namesake. So in a fair fight, there's some doubt as to who would win. Well, I'm no percentage player, Gruesome. I only bet on sure things. And I don't fight fair. Do you catch my meaning, monster? Yes, Hulk understands, but Hulk will not go back in water. Hulk will grab rock and never let go. And Hulk will grab Fishman and never let him go too.
Jesus Christ. From shark teeth to no teeth in one crushing blow. Tiger Shark eats shit. The army rolls in, but the catch of the day won't go up the river so easily. But so what if he lost to Hulk? Everyone loses to Hulk. Tiger Shark can join my list of badass fishy foes alongside the Eel and Hammerhead. He was genuinely boss. If he's Namor level, yet fears Namor, he should get out to sea for a while and try his luck on surface level crime. He could be the big man of the New York docks or something. Or he could be like a super-powered pirate, hijacking ships. I know he joins the Masters of Evil later on, and I'm glad, because such a cool character deserves to be in a real spotlight rather than banished to Marvel's oceans where no one will ever really see what he's got. Tiger Shark gets 2 fins up.